Hello again. Today we are going to be making this cute little pickle. Isn't he so cute? Oh, I almost dropped him. Before we begin, I just want to say that I love you guys, my subscribers, so much. So let's just get to it. I know you don't want to hear the spiel. For my pickle, I'll be using some cheap yarn in green, pink, and black. I'm going to use 10mm safety eyes, some stuffing, a yarn needle, and my trusty 5.5mm hook. I hate to say it, you guys, but we're going to start with our magic ring. I always have to chain one when I do a magic ring. I don't know how you guys do it. No one's ever corrected me, so that's how I make my magic rings. Then you are going to place five single crochets into that ring, and then we will carry on. Once you got your 5, we're going to pull that tail, hope that it closes, which it did, thank goodness. And then we're going to place an increase in each stitch. Increase, I-N-C, in the pattern. It just means 2 single crochets in the same stitch. So I'm going to go right back in there, place an increase. So 2 single crochets per stitch. Let's do one more. So we have 1. And then 2 right back in there. Should be a total of 10 stitches. So far so good, I think. Now this round we're going to do a regular old single crochet and then place an increase. We're going to repeat that a total of 5 times. Should be 15 stitches. So you're going to do a regular single crochet and then an increase 5 times. This next round is just like the last round, except we're going to do 1, 2 regular single crochets and then place our increase. You will repeat that, you guessed it, 5 times for a total of 20 stitches. Would you look at that? Now we have the top of our little pickle. Now I'm going to use a stitch marker because I hate counting, but each row is going to be 20 stitches for a while. Here's the thing though, if you want to add in those little bumps to your pickle, I'm going to show you how to do that. Now remember, this is your project, okay? So you can decide where you want to place these bumps. Just pay attention, you don't want them all on one side. So here's how I'm going to place the bumps in between my regular old single crochets. I'm going to do what's called a bobble stitch. I don't know. So here's how you're going to do it. You're going to wrap it around. You're going to shove it through your next stitch. Whatever stitch you're going through. There should be that many loops on there. You're going to pull through. So there should be 3 loops. And then you're going to wrap your yarn around. And you're going to pull through 2. So that there's 2 loops. Then, this is where it gets tricky. We're going to wrap around again. Don't do anything. Just wrap it around. You're going to go back into that same stitch. There you go. Grab the yarn, pull it through. Okay, look at this. We have 4 loops. We are going to wrap around again. Did you see that? I wrapped around again. I'm going to pull through 2 loops so that we have 1, 2, 3 stitches on there. And then watch this, the grand finale. Wrap around, pull through all of them. I hope that's how you do it. Then you just carry on with your life, go into the next stitch. So here's where I just worked. I'm going to go into the next stitch. I'm just going to keep single crocheting all the way around. You can add in as many bobble stitches as you want. It just gives a little texture to your pickle. And if you want to skip this part, go ahead. I will not be offended because you know what, guys? I won't even know. Isn't that crazy? I'll show you what it looks like in a second. Let me go around all the way. And that is what the bobble looks like when I crocheted a little more. It's just like a little knot in his head. So you are just going to keep doing rows. Let's do about 10 rows. I usually add a bobble every other row somewhere, maybe every 2 or 3 rows. Just wherever, guys, it's whatever you feel. It's whatever you feel. I would go through and show you exactly where I place them, but I got a date tonight, so I'm a little busy. So I'm trying to get this done. So go around, meet me in about 10 rows, and we will do the face together, okay? I'll see you then. All right, I'm pretty sure I'm 10 rows in. Could be 12, could be more, I don't know. So make sure you keep your long loop so you don't lose where you were. And pick a good spot for your face. I think I'm going to pick somewhere like here because it's in between my little bumps. Okay, so what are we going to do? Here's how I'm going to do this. I'm going to look at the top. I'm just going to count down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 rows. I don't know. I'm going to go along the 8th row, and I'm just going to pick where I want my safety eyes. Here looks like a good spot for me. Now, you put it wherever you want, okay? Do whatever you want. I'm just here as a guide. I'm guiding you, okay, like a facilitator. And then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 stitches apart. Does that look good to you guys? I think that looks pretty cute to me. I'm using 10mm eyes as well. All right, our pickle is coming to life. It's already looking a little crooked, but that's okay. That's fine. So I have my black yarn on my needle, and now those of you who watch the channel know this is my least favorite part, the mouth. So I'm just going to go like 1, 2 rows below. Please don't listen to me when I'm doing this because usually I don't do very well. So I'm going to go about 2 rows below, pick where I want the corner of my mouth to be, and I'm going to go under my pickle, poke my needle through, and pull it where it's almost all the way, but not quite. Then pick where you want the other side. I'm going to go like 1, I don't know. This is, I hate this stuff. So, okay, so that's like halfway down. So that's like halfway down. Guys, just try your best. And then I'm going to shove it where I want the other corner of my mouth to be. Okay, pull it through, but don't pull it too tight, okay? Don't pull it. Oh, he looks so sad. Don't pull it too tight. Just a little loose. Now we need to decide where the bottom of our mouth is going to be. Unless you want it just like this, then I guess you can just tie it off. I don't know. But I want him to have a little smile. So I'm going to pull him down and decide where I want the bottom of my smile to be. I think I want it to look like this. So remember where that is. That's going to be about right there. I'm going to go under my yarn and poke it where I want the bottom of my smile to be. Oh, under my yarn, under my pickle, poke my needle through where I want the bottom of the smile to be. Now watch this. You're going to pull the mouth below the needle. Do you see? Can you guys see that? I hope so. Pull the mouth below the needle. Okay. Then you're going to yank it. Not too tight now. Not too tight now. Okay. See that? It's underneath the mouth. Then in that same loop, we're going to put our needle through, and that's now we are going to pull pretty tight. Watch this part. See, it's like in there. Can you guys see that? I hope so. Oh my, I'm getting pretty good at this, you guys. That looks pretty good. So pull it a little tight. Not too tight though. You're going to cut it off and just tie it together so that it never moves, and we're never going to worry about that ever again. Make sure you tie it. I'm feeling pretty good about that smile, so I think I'm going to go for some blush as well. You don't need to, but do whatever. So I'm going to take my pink yarn. I'm going to poke it, I don't know, a little diagonal to his eyeball, about 2 stitches over to the bottom of his eyeball. I'm going to go under the pickle. I'm going to pull it almost all the way through, but not all the way through. Then I'm just going to go a stitch over, and I'm going to poke it through down there. Don't pull it all the way. I'm going to grab that tail, actually, and pull it. Okay, I've never done this before, guys. I've never done this before, so I don't know what I'm doing. You think I should do 2? Okay, maybe I'll do a second one just to be sure. Yeah. I guess you can pull it a little harder on the second one. Then, okay, this is looking pretty promising. Then I'm going to go to the other side. Still with the same yarn. I'm just going to go bum, 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 bum. And then, how did I do that last side? I'm going to go to the diagonal of the eye. I'm going to go under. Maybe you guys should just mute the video and watch instead of listening to me. But, okay, let's look at that side. Okay, this looks promising. This looks promising. Go there, about a stitch over. I'm going to go through, pull it. I'm going to do it again. Under the pickle, under the pickle. It's okay. He is not hurt. I repeat, the pickle is okay. It is an inanimate object. Inanimate? Inanimate. Inanimate object. And look at that. Wait, I actually really like that. I don't know if that's what it's supposed to look like, but I think that looks pretty cute. So just like the smile, because no one's going to see the inside of this pickle. So what they can't see, they don't know. So we're just going to cut it and we're just going to tie it and then hope that nobody pulls on those blush marks later. I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. And make sure you don't tie it too tight. I just tied literally a knot on the ends so they stay inside the pickle for the rest of eternity. Now you're just going to carry on doing your single crochets with a bobble stitch whenever you feel the need to. I think I'm going to do about 6 more rows, but you can do whatever your desired length of pickle is, okay? Just feel it out, you guys. I believe in you. I trust you. I love you. So do about 6 more rows and then we will close off our pickle. He is looking so cute. We are at the finish line, guys. So I'm going to stuff mine just a bit. Oh my gosh. Just to make it a little bit easier for me in the future. Now we're going to close them up. So we're going to, in this round, we're going to do the same thing 5 times. We're going to do 2 regular single crochets. So that's 2 stitches. And then we're going to place a decrease. This is how I do my decreases. I go into the next stitch. I pull the yarn. So there's 2 loops. Then I go in the following, because this is a decrease. Shove my hook in. Pull the yarn, but pull it. But watch this. I'm going to keep pulling it so it goes through that other loop. So there's 2 loops. Yarn over, pull through both. That is a decrease, D-E-C, in the pattern. We're going to do that same thing 5 total times. It should be a total of 15 stitches. Here's one more decrease for you before I let you finish. There she goes. We are going to do almost the same thing this time, except we're going to do 1 single crochet and then our decrease. 5 total times should be 10 stitches. Before our last round, stuff your pickle to your desired stiffness. Whatever, you know what I'm talking about. Also, side note, if some of your bobbles are flat, don't worry. They're called a bobble, so just pinch it and it will puff up. Ew, that looks weird. Okay, well, you know what you can do. Whatever. Now, this is going to suck, but for our last row, we're going to do 5 decreases in a row. So just 5 decreases, and then I'll show you how I close it off. First, I'm going to cut a decently long tail. Pull it through, tie it off, and then we will close it. My least favorite part. So I tied the end to a yarn needle. Now, I hate this. Okay, so we're going to go on the inside stitch of each of these, and we're going to poke our needle through, and we're going to pull it. You don't need to pull too tight. Don't pull too tight. So then we're going to go on the inside here, and then pull it through. And then the inside here and pull it through. Now just trust the process here. I've done it a few times and it seems to always look decent. So go through. It's okay if you're a little off. I'm sure it'll be fine. Go through until you get to the end and you're like, is this one? I don't know. Let's just do it. And once you think you're at the end, pull it tight. And voila. Would you look at, see, usually it works out just fine. Then you can just shove your needle wherever you want through the pickle He's okay. Through there. Pull it. Cut it and never think about that string again. Can you guys believe how cute our little pickle turned out? That is awesome. Hopefully your pickle looks as good as mine. If not, well, sorry. I love you guys so much. Talk about you all the time. And if I never see you again, I hope you have a good life.